Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's January 8th, 2023 and Barcelona are very close on finalizing one more sponsorship deal that will go a long way in helping the club financially. Also, the club are still tracking Girona's Arnau Martinez, and N'Golo Kante is pressuring Barcelona to give him a final answer on whether they're going to sign him or not. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and just a reminder that I'm currently conducting a Barcelona jersey raffle where the winner will get to pick which jersey they'll get to take home, whether it's the home kit, away kit, or the third kit. And the winner will also get to pick which name and number will be printed on the back, and they'll also get to pick what size of jersey as well. Now all you have to do to participate in this raffle is to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on this video. Just make sure you leave a form of contact so I can inform you if you have won, such as an email address, your TikTok handle, or your Instagram handle. Now I will pick a winner 24 hours after this video has gone live, so good luck to all of you. Now we'll begin with the news that Barcelona are only a moment away from facing off against Atletico de Madrid in what will be the match day number 16 of La Liga. And Barcelona have announced the players that have been called up for this match. And those players are Marc Ter Stegen, Héctor Bellerín, Ronald Araujo, Sergio Busquets, Ousmane Dembélé, Pedri, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Iñaki Peña, Memphis Depay, Andreas Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Frank Kessie, Sergi Roberto, Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Jules Koundé, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, Gavi, Pablo Torre, and Arnau Martinez. Now it's gonna be interesting to see what lineup Xavi will use, because as you already know, Robert Lewandowski is not gonna be available for selection, given that he's currently serving a 3-match ban. Now Jordi Alba will also not be available for selection after he received a double yellow card in the Catalan derby against Espanyol. Now if Barcelona win, this will be their opportunity to gain 3 points ahead of Real Madrid, who lost their match yesterday against Villarreal 2-1. Now speaking of that match between Real Madrid and Villarreal, it was once again a perfect example of the inconsistency and mediocrity of Spanish refereeing. Because during the match, Vinicius was seen once again signaling that the referee was crazy. And when he did that in past matches, no punishment was handed down to him. But yeah, when Robert Lewandowski touched his nose like this, he was handed a 3-match ban. Now, Real Madrid's coach Carlo Ancelotti had said in a previous post-match conference that the referee had made up a penalty kick, and he also did not receive any punishment. But when Jose Luis Gaya from Valencia said the same thing and criticized the referee in a post-match conference, he was handed down a 4-match ban. Now, after yesterday's match, Real Madrid's goalkeeper Courtois criticized the referee in a post-match press conference. So we're going to have to see whether La Liga decided punishment, but I highly doubt that, because as we've seen, no matter what gestures you make and what kind of criticism you give the referee, the La Liga are not going to punish you as long as you're wearing a Real Madrid jersey. Now, speaking of press conferences, Xavi in the pre-match press conference ahead of today's match against Atletico de Madrid, he confirmed once again that Barcelona are not going to be making any signings in the winter transfer market, when he said, "I have spoken with Jordi Cruyff, Matteo Alemany, and the club, and I have made it clear to them that I am happy with what I have in the squad, and that if nothing changes, then I will be delighted because we are working very well. The truth is that I am very happy with the team I have. In the summer, we signed a lot and well. And I think we have a very competitive team to take on all competitions we are in." Now, Xavi is confirming what Joan Laporta and Jordi Cruyff have confirmed in the past, which is that Barcelona are not going to be making any signings in the winter transfer market, because unfortunately La Liga have informed the club that they're currently over their wage limit, and as such they're not going to be able to make any signings. So all the operations to sign new players have been moved till the summer, which is when Barcelona are hoping to carry out several operations to reduce their wage limit in order to make new signings, especially to reinforce the pivot position and to reinforce the right back position. Now, speaking of the club's financial situation, it's reported that Barcelona are very close on finalizing one more sponsorship deal that will go a long way in helping the club financially. Now, as I reported in a previous video, Joan Laporta has confirmed that Barcelona need to generate 26 million euros in order to continue under the 1-to-1 rule. Now, as I've explained before, the 1-to-1 rule means that for every euro that the club make, they're able to use the entire euro to sign new players. And that wasn't always the case. Last season, Barcelona were under the 1-to-3 rule, which meant that for every euro that the club made, they were only able to use 33 cents to sign new players. And that was thanks to the terrible financial situation that the previous president, Josep Maria Bartomeu, left us with. Now, thanks to all the economic levers that Joan Laporta activated this past summer, Barcelona were able to generate enough money to be placed once again under the 1-to-1 rule. And in order to continue under this rule for next season, Barcelona need to generate 26 million euros, which is how much money the club lost as a result of being eliminated from the group stages of the Champions League. Now, Javier Tebas, who's La Liga's president, has informed Barcelona that they're not going to be able to activate any more economic levers. So Barcelona are going to have to generate new sources of income through sponsorships and through friendly matches. And it seems that there's a long list of companies that are willing to become Barcelona's sponsor. And Barcelona are now trying to finalize a sponsorship deal with one of those companies. Well, it seems that the Dutch conglomerate and electronics maker Philips have sent Barcelona an offer to be the sponsor for the next 3.5 years, and they have offered to pay 2 million euros for the remainder of the season, 8 million euros for next season, and 12 million euros for the following seasons, so their logo can appear on the left jersey, on the left sleeve of the Barcelona jersey. And it seems that Barcelona are in advanced talks and are during the final stages of finalizing this sponsorship deal. Now, this is great news for the club because sponsorship deals like this will help the club generate the remainder of the money that they need to generate in order to continue under the 1-to-1 rule. Because if they are placed under the 1-to-4 rule, which Javier Tebas has already threatened Barcelona with doing this, then Barcelona are going to have a very difficult time signing players next summer. Now, speaking of signing players in the summer, Barcelona are still tracking Arnau Martinez. Now, Arnau Martinez is a 19-year-old right back who currently plays for Girona, and he's a player with a lot of promise that Barcelona are seriously considering because he would be a low-cost option, and he's someone who came up through the Barcelona academy, so as such, he's very familiar with the Barcelona style of play. Now, even though Barcelona's favorite option right now to reinforce the right-back position is Benjamin Pavard, given the versatility of the French defender who can play both as a right-back and as a center-back, Barcelona are still tracking Arnau Martinez, and they have reportedly contacted Girona to ask about the player's price. Now, it's reported that Girona will be willing to part ways with Arnau Martinez for around 10 to 20 million euros. So for 50 million euros, Barcelona could take this young star who could be a long-term solution given his young age. And he could be a great fix for a problem that Barcelona have had for a very long time, ever since Dani Alves left. And Barcelona have not been able to fill that right back position with the right player. Now, we will end today's video with the news that N'Golo Kante is pressuring Barcelona on a final answer on whether they're going to sign him or not. Now, Barcelona were considering N'Golo Kante as a possible replacement for Sergio Busquets in that pivot position, and they were in talks with the player and his camp. However, those talks did not materialize because N'Golo Kante does not generate consensus amongst the Barcelona board of directors. Now, Kante is a world-class player with a lot of experience, but given his injury, there is some doubt in the club because after all, N'Golo Kante has missed out on the World Cup and has missed out on most of the season. And in fact, he's not going to be able to return to play until February due to the myriad of injuries that he's been dealing with. Now, N'Golo Kante's contract with Chelsea will expire in the summer of 2023, and it didn't seem like the London-based club wanted to renew his contract. But it's now being reported that Chelsea have offered N'Golo Kante a contract extension until 2026. So N'Golo Kante is now pressuring Barcelona on a final answer on whether they're going to sign him or not, because he wants to know on whether to renew his contract with Chelsea or not. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, it seems that Xavi has chosen Frenkie de Jong to be Sergio Busquets' replacement in that pivot position, because Xavi is not quite convinced with all the names that the sporting committee have offered him as possible replacement. And since the club are not going to go after Xavi's favorite option to replace Busquets, who is Martin Zubimendi, Xavi has decided to elect Frenkie de Jong to be the replacement in the pivot position. So we're going to have to see what Barcelona end up deciding on whether to pass up on N'Golo Kante and stick with Frenkie de Jong, or whether they're going to decide to sign N'Golo Kante as a free agent as a reinforcement for that pivot position. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, Barça.